last week I already mentioned to you that you need to have, I just go through a bit, okay, from the last week. So, last week I did mention to you that we need to have a MetaMask to interact with from our back end, our blockchains to interact with the front end. So MetaMask are the ones who are helping us to connect to the different networks. So from the front end, connect to the different networks on our back end, okay? So that is the purpose of having a MetaMask. And when you're doing a connection with the MetaMask, so usually your MetaMask inside will be have the account, huh? So this is a part. So I did tell you that we have a different testnet over there. So we, as a programmer, we must be knowing that from which stage, okay? When we started to do creating our DApp applications, okay? When we created our DApp application, we should go and debug our program using our private network first. Then later on, we come to the testnet, go and redeem a free token, free ethers, okay? The free ethers from the testnet to do testing. After that, we move on for the mainnet. Only then we are involved of our real money, the real money on the blockchain. Then we do testing, deploy lah. Usually after at the mainnet over there, we are not doing testing on the mainnet. At the mainnet is the one that you go and deploy the entire program already. We are not using mainnet. Mainnet is an Ethereum platform. The real platform is a real transaction working on that side already. So when you come to the mainnet, is the point that you are going to deploy your entire DApp onto the mainnet. Okay? So we do that. Okay? When you have solved all the error, everything, you have a debug and you have a perfect, I use the word perfect DApp application already. As I said, once you deploy the DApp in a mainnet, you cannot do any editing already. Okay? So Ethereum is an open source, and then it's a distributing computing platform and operation system with a smart contract functionality. So our DApp stands for decentralized applications. Actually, the decentralized application is a subset of the distributed system. So that's why here we said that it's a distributed computer platform. So, and that's this one is the interplanetary file system. This is another one part just introduced to you, especially for those who are doing a final year project. You're not doing final year project, am I right? You are in project 1. Project 1, right? You write your chapter 1 proposal and so on and so forth, am I right? Or you're already in project 2 lah? Already create system lah? Creating lah? Anyone doing blockchain? No, no one take blockchain. Anyone? Oh, your system create blockchain. What title that you are doing?
I'm still in project 1.
Oh, you still in project 1? Oh, still in project 1. So you have a combination of the you have a year 2, year 1. Okay, some of them is the project FYP1 or FYP2. So still in project 1. Title?
IPFS and blockchain-based data storage.
IPFS?
Data storage. I just store
data storage.
Okay.
Yeah, this one. So, as I mentioned, when we go for have a DApp applications, right? Usually, when you go and upload, let's say you upload an image file or you upload a song, right? You are not really upload the song and image file under the previously I showed you the Etherscan, the transaction. Okay, the block there, no. Usually there is this particular another, you upload into another platform is used for the notes one. Notes, that is a storage for you to upload this sharing system, sharing file system over there, and they will not going to charge you a fee. That is the part over there. So that is the recording for that. Okay, so from here, this is something. Instead of you upload to the back end for the blockchain, the one you upload in this IPSF. So and then usually the front end design for the DX for the Ethereum, we are involved of the RAG, using a RAG library, a JavaScript library. Okay, RAG to build your user interface will be much more convenient. So instead of just a JavaScript. So now, as I said, they have a so different. They have a different term to be used in Ethereum components over there. But what I want you to understand is transactions and also a contract. So when it comes to the lecture slide, Dr. Wong will explain to you a miner. Okay, he said that certain nodes, blockchain network consists of multiple nodes that belonging to the miners. The miners, so some of the nodes do not do mining one, but they are more on executions of the smart contract and also transactions. So you need to know that. So I said that I wanted to let you to create a EOA account, okay, account controlled by private key. So then definitely account controlled by private key, you have a public key also. So the public key in general we call EOA account. So we are not going to give our private key to somebody, because if you are given a private key to somebody, so your entire account can be stolen or can be the people can use your private key to do transfer of the money. So then we have a contract account. It means that contract account is an account that has its own code. So usually is when you're using your function, using the function with the contract or executions the function in the contract, you are changing the state of the transaction in an Ethereum. And if the executing the transaction does not change the state, it does not require a transaction. This is this sentence even though I read from here, this is the sentence. Now, after you understand the account already, now we are talking about transaction. Okay? How to determine transaction? Because we said that when you are executing the transaction, they will be charging for the gas. Gas is the money in the Ethereum there, small money there. So now, he said that when you're executing the function inside your contract, that function are changing the state, that is considered as a transaction. So when it's considered as a transaction, it means that you need to pay money. Okay? Now, if executing the function does not change the state, it does not require a transaction. Means that you did not modify the state, that is not involve transaction. Does not involve transaction, it means that they will not go and charge you a gas fee. Now, looking at give you a clear picture, you go back to your this remix. You go back to your remix.ethereum.org, Ethereum.org. From that first. Okay, I'm change the color. Okay, I change this color. Okay. over here, File Explorer. I just wanted to go and look for one of the storage. Okay, and that's the sample storage .sol is solidity extensions. So I open this sample program, the backend program, to let you know what is the transaction. What is mean a state over there. Okay? Now, here is a code. Here only got two functions. Okay? Now, the variable you can see the way you write a program. So this thing later on I explain. Now this is your starting for your contract, your back-end contract. So your back-end contract is found in called storage. Immediately after your curly bracket, and then you define your state variable. Okay? This is a state variable I add over here. This is a state variable. State variable. This variable does not created in any function. It's outside of any function. So usually in your C programming or Java, we say this is a public variable. Okay? In your client server network or C programming, we call public variable because it's not inside the function, you call it as a public variable. But in here, the public variable, we also got public variable in Solidity, but the public variable is another thing. Okay, don't confuse with Java or C language with the Solidity. So this variable we call it as a state variable. So I'm defining it as an unsigned integer 256. I'm talking about what is the size that I'm given for this number. Now, look at this part. So you mentioned about function retrieve. Okay? So this is a function based on the function name that you retrieve. You read the data from this. Because over here, return number, you are returning the number that has been stored over here. Okay, that has been stored over here. So now assuming over here I go and initial 80. For example, I go and initial 80. Okay, I declare an initial value 5. This one is very simple thing. So therefore, if I go and retrieve this value, when I call this function he's only retrieve the data, read the data from the state variable. He only read. So when he only read the data from the state variable, it means that he did not modify or update the state of the function. The sentence is, he did not update and execute the function. The function does not change the state. It's referred to the state variable over there you did not update. In this example, I only got one state variable and does not require function. It's not required as a transaction. Even though you execute the function, but it's not considered as a transaction, and this particular transaction is not entered inside the block, and you are not need to pay any gas fee. So that's why your money is there. Your money originally you got $100, and there are still remain $100 there. Get what I mean? Can I? So now maybe I run this one. Let you have a look at. So I go and compile. I come to the icon 1, 2, 3. This icon, I come to here to do compile it. I compile it. Okay. After I compile it, I come to the 1, 2, 3, 4. This one deploy and run the transaction over here. As you can see, I'm using the first account. Okay, this is the EOA account. This is the EOA account, and then inside I got 100 either. Okay, so this 100 either I go and deploy. You imagine you go and deploy this program to the back end already for your Ethereum. So then definitely you come to deploy it you are required to pay money. You assume that this is your programmer. You as a programmer, you deploy this contract. You deploy this contract to the back end. So I go and select the first account from here, and I go and deploy. So once I deploy, you were able to see money already deducted, and over here he's telling you, okay, how much they are going to charge for you and so on. So that is a part for that. Now, your contract over here, the deployed contract you drag down, this scroll bar you scroll at the bottom, and then you were able to see over this side you have a deployed contract. You see this title, deployed contract, and then you click on this particular small icon over there, and this is a contract account. Okay, so after you deploy you have the contract account. Remember, at the back end, we are not using your file name, this particular contract called storage.source. But at the back end, your contract, when we call the contract, you are using your contract account, this contract account.
This isn't a contract address.
Yeah, contract address. It's a contract address or contract address, correct? Okay, it means that is over here, contract account. Okay, the account that has his own code. That account number, that number represents your own code. Okay, it's not referred to the money. Okay, it's not owned by somebody because it's referred to the code. Okay, so that's what you have it over here now. Now you can see, assuming now I'm moving on to the top, assuming your back end already deployed and somebody go to your program, okay, he want to execute your program, and then let's say you're using the account number 2. Okay, this account number 2 here, EOL account, and inside of 100 ether, I choose this account. So he have 100 ether. So imagine now your front end over there. So he coming down over here, he wanted to retrieve your data. He want to retrieve the data. Okay, retrieve your data stored inside your blockchain there. So I go and retrieve. Yes, he gives you 80 over this side. Because originally your data here is retrieved and you return the value based on this function, simple function there. So even though the execution over here, you are from this retrieve calling function, from where you can see I'm calling for my account. You're using this account. This is an account, this number from where? From this account. You can see this account. And you can see my account that I'm using are still remain 100 ether. They are not deducted gas fee. Can say not? Just now I mentioned. Transaction, how to determine transaction? Even though you execute the function, but this function does not change the state of the variable. So that function does not charge the money. Okay? Get idea? So that's why it's an initial. In this case, why you have this money? Let's say, hold on. The initial why we have this particular the initial why here got this number there. Why here got this? This is because you're deployed. I'm the programmer. I said last week I told you, you don't go and write long code. You must go and consider your gas. Whereas when you have a long code, it means that you need to pay more gas. This is a gas fee that you need to be, this is an estimate gas fee you will probably need to be paid. So this is only a gas. Gas to be used must be multiplied by the gas rate, no. That one may not. Just like your car got the petrol tank now. Telling that this tank can put 50 liter. Okay, your petrol tank can put in the petrol, pump in the petrol is 50 liter. But if the current market for the petrol liter. So you still need to use the gas multiplied with the petrol. The petrol tank, you say that I want to have a full tank. So if I full tank, that you need to have a 50 liter multiplied with the current petrol rate. Then that is the total gas price you need to pay for it. Get me not? So this is only covering the gas that you need to be used. Get idea? It's not yet multiplied with the gas price yet, gas rate yet. Okay? So now what I need to come back here is this is what you have now. That's why you can see you don't have any changing. I'm still using the first account. I'm still using the second account over here. Assume this is Ali. So now I'm go back. You assume Ali said that okay, I want to change due to certain reason I do not know. So that is something he want to update the data inside the state variable. So original is 80. You retrieve the data. So remember this is a simple UI design, simple UI interface for you to interact with your backend. So from here, let's say I'm going to enter 4444, okay? Number only, okay? So I wanted to store inside this, update the data over here. So when you update this data, I click store, executed successful, look like very fast, but actually it's still pending. Remember, last week I told you what is the transaction. So then you were able to see this transaction, money already deducted. Okay, why you deduct your money? Because of you changing the state. Okay, the detail over here I'm going to explain to you. This is not today's class, but I wanted to tell you from this point of here, not only you consider the EOA account, you also need to consider a transaction. What are the transactions can be considered, need to be charged for the gas, and what are the transactions that will not be considered as a transaction will involve the gas. Okay? You as a programmer, you need to know for this part. Okay? So now, this one I go very fast one. So cryptographic hash function. So any value, number, integer, video, and so on can put in inside your hash. Calling for the hash will generate the output. So output we call as a hash or call digest. Any hash value, the output generate from the function called hash or called digest. So usually, for example, in your FYP, usually you will go to have this login page. If you are just using a password, a text, blank text like that, every network administrator or your master admin, okay, admin's role can able to see your password like that. So usually we are require you to apply a hash function to encrypt your password into the digest value or hash value over there. So when somebody go and log in, he go and let's say the password actually is baseball. So the baseball, this value will be go and use the same hash function and generate the hash value, and then using this hash value compared to the database inside your hash database. Okay, search from the database, look for the password with having a same hash value. So this is how we are applying a hash function. Okay, usually for a login password, because last time we are doing this all storing a password in the plain text, you cannot trust a network administrator also. Okay, you cannot trust. Okay, as a programmer, we need to do that to encrypt the data. So this one is just wanted to telling you that when you have a little bit of small number like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 5, only one digit of the data that you use it to do encryption and change for a little bit of another data. So mean that this digit from 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 5 change one digit of the number over here. Actually the are different. You cannot guess. You cannot say, oh, maybe one digit, maybe the first three, the behind first three hexadecimal number will be different. Totally will not be the same. So that's why it's that completely different. So now, this is another way of applying a legal document using the hash function to apply for the legal document beside our database or our login page password. This one will be applied for the hash function. So for example, let's say this is a legal document. Let's say I'm the lawyer. Alright. So I already prepare my legal document. This document I need to send it to the client to read first before he go and sign. So that's why, to ensure the client will not be edit, to simplify my work, I will put this legal document into the hash function and generate the hash value as a signature, okay? Legal signature from that. So this document, I do not change anything. So this document, this legal document, I'm using email and send to the client. I ask the client, please go and read first, then next week come back and we go and sign this document. You don't expect the lawyer sitting over there and waiting for you to read the whole thing of the document within 1 day over there. Impossible. You let them to read in advance. So after you send to the your client, so client go and read all these documents, and you may worry your client go and edit your document because he already have the entire page now. Okay? So to avoid or to verify, to validate whether your client got amend your document or not, okay? You should ask your client, hey, you finished reading or not? So yes, he said, yes, Ken, I finished reading already, and I also, let's say, I already signed already, for example, digital signature and so on, or he are returning back to you. Let's say, or he returning back to you and he have something to, he return back this document to you. To ensure your client did not modify your data, your document, you go and take back the version, the client version document, and put back to your same hash function, okay, because we have a same hash function, and let the hash function generate the output, the hash value. Compare this hash value with this hash value. Is it the same? Are these both values? Are both values are same? If they are the same, it means that your client did not do modification of your document. Okay? So you cannot trust your client also. Okay? So you need to go for that. So that's why this is what we mentioned. You created a legal document and send it for review. Send for your client for review. It will send back. You have to approve to send back to you approved without change. So you have two options. Option number one is you could carefully read the document line by line and ensure it's matched with the original. The option number one is client return this document to you, then you sit down and read one sentence by sentence, compare with your original whether there is any change or not. Definitely this will waste your time. Okay? So option number two is apply a hash function. Simple. Okay, I ask the hash function to help me to generate signature, and I compare with the document that returned back with another hash function. So this is that. You could take the hash of the original document, compare it to the hash of the received document. So to conclude the entire document without change. Okay, this is a part. So general hash function, actually hash function you will have a different. So you're going to see certain KECCA, K256, hash SHK256, all these value. When you saw the number 256, this is it means that it's talking about your output, your hash value will be longer. When that is longer, it means that will be more secure. So this is talking about you have a 256 bit. So it means that your output will be longer. So in here we're going to teach you how to come up do the encryption. No, I just wanted to tell you in your code you will saw this encryption function, calling the encryption function, and the encryption function already built in there. You don't need to go and create your own. You just call the function, okay, for that. So now, as I said, while we are using over the general more bit mean that better security. Input can be any size. Just now you know that it can be any file, any date. Okay. So deterministic means that if you are giving the same input, you always will generate the same output. Just like just now the lawyer legal document, give me the same input, I will generate the same output. A little bit of change can be detected by the cryptographic, and this is the irreversible. It means that you cannot take my output, you cannot use the hash function over here. You cannot take this hash value, this output fingerprint to regenerate the entire document. You can't do so. Okay, impossible to do reverse. You cannot do reverse engineering. Okay, so you cannot get the output from you cannot get the input from the output. No such thing. So the output is small and fixed. That's why you can see the length of the output is the fingerprint of the input, and then output change dynamically with the small change to the input function. So this is what I said, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 5. The whole output of the hash function is totally different. Okay, and that's using the hash function is fast, and then it's a low computation overhead. This is the key. Now come back to after you know that we need to have using hash. Okay, cryptographic hash function. So cryptographic hash function, actually we are having this public private key pair over there. So now you can see that as a person you have a public key and also a private key. Public and private key, later on we go and generate for us. We will go to have our key over there. So from over here we are using a public key to do the encryption. Okay, so you're using a public key to do the encryption, and we are using a private key to do the decryption. Okay, so now looking at this key over here, let's say this is me and this is you. Okay, this is me and that is you. So when I have the message I want to send to you, I want to do encryption. Okay, what this key is, who is this key? It's your key, not my key, not Miss Chow key. This key is belong to let's say this is Ali. I will ask Ali and give me your public key. I will use Ali public key to do encryption, to encrypt the message, my data, my transaction into the hash value. Okay, later on we test out into the this data. Okay, already become this hash function, hash value. So this hash value will be sent over onto the node. Okay, so then when the other receive my encrypted data, so he will using his private key. He's sharing me a public key, but he himself, he has his own private key in his account, and he will using this private key to decrypt this message. After decrypt this message, you will get back to the original message that you have. This is what we intend that we have a public and private key. So now, without wasting a time, we wanted to go for a chapter number 2, okay, which I said that those who have a laptop, anyone bring your laptop, am I right? So you got installed before, your Truffle, anyone? No one? You got installed? Yesterday. How? Can you move on? Cannot? So, those who have a laptop, you bring your laptop over here and you can do installation. Okay? If you don't want, you can just listen to here first and you can go back home and paste on the start and do installation. Okay? No matter how, we need to have a Truffle at the end for doing your assignment. At the moment we're using Remix. Okay, beginning of this semester we're using a Remix to learn a back-end code. Okay, after that we have in your lab number 8. Okay, now it's lab number 2. So lab number 8, you will go and have a front end and also a back end. So then we are using Truffle deployed by using our local private blockchain. Okay, so that is a part up. So now, lab number 2 is wants you to set up the library. Okay, so last week I tell you that we have the 2 methods to create our blockchain. This is the only 2 methods, no other method. Either is a hard, okay, either is a hard head, okay, versus Truffle. Okay, you have these 2 methods. Okay, not 2 methods, 2 platforms, 2 local private, okay, blockchain. Number 2 private local blockchain that you can install, okay, that you can install in your PC, your laptop. Okay, as a programmer, we need it because we need to go and test and deduct our program. Okay, so that is the 2 things. So now, without wasting time, we coming to as I said, in our syllabus we cover a Truffle only. We cover a Truffle. We cover a complicated method called Truffle, and Truffle is a pioneer. It's a first platform that for a programmer to create, okay, to create a local blockchain to deploy as a programmer. Okay, as previously I also learned from this. So then later on, you go to the hard hits. Okay, so you can go and see that hard hits actually later on. I don't want to show you first. Compared to you, this is just a recently, these few years came up the hard hits. Okay, so it's more convenient. Okay, based on the comparison. So anyhow, today we focus on the Truffle to set up the library and Ethereum wallet and also the environment. So what we need to do here is, okay, so the first step you do this, right? Okay, not the first step, this is the second week already. So we need to have a Node.js. So maybe previously you have installed a Node.js also. You can uninstall and reinstall again to ensure you get the latest version. Okay, if you have. So now the Node.js we need to have npm and also the nvm. So Node package manager and also the Node version manager. These 2 things. So last time when I attended a workshop for Masale, this thing we need to separate it out. They are not combined with the Node.js. Okay. So anyhow, so then we install our Truffle and manage. Then we need to install we need to create a wallet. We need to create an account in the Ethereum wallet. So then we need to have a MetaMask, and then we also need to have Visual Studio Code because we need to have a ready because Visual Studio Code for us to check our front end, code our front end with the back end. Okay. So we are not using if you say, Sean, can I using Visual Studio Code to write our smart contract or not? Yes, you can, but you need to add in your plugin inside your Visual Studio Code also. Okay. So usually I'm using Remix instead of Visual Studio Code. So you may come to this particular Node.js over here. Okay. From here, and the slide over here I'm given for you, maybe it's old already, so I didn't check. Okay, I did not check the latest version. So usually you come to here, you can see that is clearly indicated that your version 18.16.1 included NPM 9.5.1. Okay, so this is what I mentioned over this side. So last time when last semester is 18.14.1, 9.5. So this is not latest, this is what I recorded down, okay, on last week, okay, not last week, last set. So for this set, you will get to see that it's the latest version. Don't worry about that, just install according to your OS, your PC OS platform. So Windows installer, so usually you will have this one 64 bits, okay, usually nowadays the OS is 64 bit that, huh? So you do install, you download it on your desk, okay, on your PC, and then you do installation. So while you do installation over here, okay, while you're doing installations over here, right, you go and next as usual. But to come to, you may see this particular diagram. Okay, I go and enlarge it. So if you encounter this message, this one, okay, they will asking you the tool for native modules. Tool for native modules. Optional install tool necessary to compile a native module. Please go and click checkbox. Okay, you wanted to have a some NPM module need to be compiled. Okay, from C or C# plus C++ while installing. If you wanted to enable the installation such a module such as the tool, like you have a Python Visual Studio built-in tool, okay, because later on we have a Visual Studio also, so that's why we need it to be auto installed, okay. Else you will go and debug very terrible one, okay, terrible debugging, okay. So that's why I just don't care, so I just make sure that I can have a smooth debugging process. I just go and click on this checkbox to ensure that they have able to do installation when you need to have any native modules. So then you will go, okay, once you've done the installation, that you will pop up a black screen over there and then advance. So that you may see, possible you may see some error message, red color line and so forth. I'm not sure, so it depends on got doing or not. See whether you have any. Oh, done already lah. So if you encounter error, you let me know. Okay? You download it first. I cannot capture so many screens. They take some time to run it. I only capture for you. You capture some screen for you, and let you see that you may see a red color line, yellow color line, okay, yellow color message, red color message, okay. So don't worry about that. Read the message, then we're moving on. So now we may move on to this particular. You can see that I go and press a cross line over here is because last time I need to install our NPM install separately. Okay, but now the Node.js already involved there, already have the NPM already there. So that's why I no need to install. But to ensure that you already install correctly, so you need to come to your command prompt over here. You need to come to your command prompt. Hold on. Maybe I change the font, make it larger. Then I also change the color. Screen is change color. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me go and make sure I choose correctly. So, screen background, black color. So, screen text. So I'm coming to over here, I'm using a Note. I need to check my Note version from this PC. Okay, after you install, you also need to double check, is it correct or not? So the Note PC that I have it is versions 16.13.2, and compared to the over here, this is 18.16.1. So this one is very latest one. So I did not ask the lab assistants to go and uninstall and reinstall for my Node.js. Okay. So then I'm also checking my npm version. npm version. Okay. npm version over here. So my npm version is 8.1.2. Okay. So the current npm versions that you have it is 9.5.1. So even though now my laptop over my desktop in the lab over here is the old version, when I come to deploy my Truffle, right? So they will go and telling me that okay, I have an old version, and then he asking me the necessary file that I need, then it will help me to go and check for that. So this is a part. So now moving on this one. Okay. So next thing that I need to come over here is after you've done the installation for this, you already checking for the Node already successful. You have this is the two important things. So you don't care about this. This is what the important things why we need to have a package manager. Okay, the package manager. So now we need to go for the www.truffleswitch.com over there. We need to install Ganesh. Okay, to install a Ganesh and also install our Truffle. So if you come into the interface from here are different from the interface that you have it under a Truffle. Actually, I updated from last time already, but because of you know that open source, they like to change the UI design. Okay, so I'm coming to the Truffle switch.com. Okay, so he changed to this color already, so I don't care for that. So then what we need to come over here, you need to come for the design is different already. Last time when I come to do the installation, I just need to have here the switch here, there is a list for me already. So then I need to look for the Ganesh. I need to look for the Ganesh. So I think should be a document. Okay, under the document there, you click on the document. So then you have a Ganesh over here. You click on the Ganesh. Okay, one-click blockchain, fast, easy, local deployment blockchain in UI and CLI favors. Okay, introspections of contract data and event. Okay, so this one we go and use this part, click on here. So they will go to explain to you about what is the Ganesh and so on. So then I don't spend time on that. You just come to here to do download. Hold on. Where is me to do download? Okay, so now he gives you the explanations of what is a Ganesh and so on. So later on this page you won't see any download page. You should come to here, click on this Ganesh. eye contact. Okay, this Ganesh, this word. Okay. So after you click over here, you come to this page. Actually, this page are the same page like what you see over this side, like almost the same. So then you go and install based on your Windows. Let's say look at your OS download. So you go and download from here. So once you download, you can see that they are now is in a version 2.7.1. Okay, 2.7.1. So for my site over here, so even though I'm old version, so now, so while waiting for downloading, okay, so actually my PC also installed. I already installed my PC over here, already installed. So now, before I'm telling you how to check your installations, so listen from this part. This one, you may encounter an error. You may encounter error when you install a Ganesh. Everyone take note. So when you after downloaded the driver into your folder, you double click to do installation. You install the Ganesh. You may see something like this interface, and then you press install. So once you press the install, look like you're running. But you may encounter that will be stopped. They will prompt up the error message. Okay? They're telling you that the Ganesh installation field. Okay? The Ganesh installation field, and it's given you a reason, telling you that you have a slight routing in the block. Slight routing is blocked by policy. Because of the policy, contact your administrator to allow you to install the XForm anywhere. Okay? Got error. So you don't get this error, it's fine. It means that your slide router already turned on. Okay? There is a two possible why you have this error prompt up for you. So for example, like our PC, like Office PC, my Office PC, I'm the user, but the administrator is a CITC. Okay? We are follow a policy, the group policy. So if you have that kind of situation, okay, just like last time, got a student, he took the father's PC laptop to attend for the class. When we do the installation, he said, I found this, I can't do installation. Okay? We have a personal policy and also a group policy. So when you have a group policy like his device, the laptop is belong to the company, his father's company device. So that's over here, what you need to do here is, he inquire. I jump first, this is another own device, this is a policy. I'm telling you what, if you have these things happen, so if that is a group policy, you need to go for the command prompt run as an administrator. After you run an administrator, you can see over this side, based on the command here, I use GP edit. Okay? I key under the administrator, I use this one GP edit. Okay? And click this, I enter this command. So to ensure that I come into the local group policy editor. Okay? That is one part. So under the local group policy editor over there, what you need to move on is, okay, you need to go and check. You look for under the folder here, after that, okay, you come to the local group policy editor. Here got so many folders, so you open every folder here, look at the subfolder, and then you go and find out this particular title called, okay, application package deployment. Add package deployment. Okay? Add package deployment. So maybe I come to here. Okay? So I just now have GP edit. GP edit. So and and then you have opened this one. You can see I'm using GP Edit. So then I come to here, then I drag. So I go and look for, I go and click. Okay, I go and click under check out. Application. This one. So where is it? Under the Windows component. So because I expand my window component, then you can see the application app package deployment. So under this folder, okay, if you are group policy, okay. So from here I click on this side, app package deployment. Then I will come to that side, look at this side, this side. So from here, you will able to see that, okay? So you need to change, you need to change, okay? You need to change for the you need to go and select, okay? Number 1, okay? So this one is very small. Allow the deployment of Windows Store apps and installation done in the integrated deployment, or allow a trust apps to install. So it means that this one you are required to change, okay? You are required to edit for this one. The second item, from here you change it to become a you are required to change, your PC can change one. So because my file is image file, sorry, not my file, because this is you can change the status from not configured become enabled. So and then the item number 4, you also need to go and change on it. So that's why over here item number 4 also need to change. Okay, so you need to click and make it as become enable. Apply. Okay, this one also enable. Apply. Okay. For this, you change it. Okay. The second and the fourth, if you are encountered policy, you're going to ask, and which how? Why just now your this one not change? Why you change here? The reason is the lab PC here is not controlled by the CRTC group policy. So in here, the lab PC here, he are using this method. He are using this method under the slide here. This method. You are working on the own device. This method. You also have the problem. 2 ways to change your policy. One is a group policy, another one is your own one. The device is you, and you are the network administrator. Your role also is a network administrator. So you need to turn on your slide root application for that. So this one already turned on. You need to come back to your setting over there. Look for the developer. Okay, slide scroll under here. So this is a 1 day. So I should go and change first. You should come to I think under your control panel setting something there. Okay, you need to find yourself this one. So because different OS will give you a different features over there, you need to find that under your setting. will look for developer and look for the slide root X. If you have this icon, you click on here and then you make sure you press yes allow to turn it on. This is another way. So that's a two way. This is solution for group policy. This is a solution for your own device. Also the policy, but we are more on you need to turn on the slide routing app instead of policy for this one. So anyone got encountered this slide routing, I can come to your place to solve. If no, then I move on. Okay. So after done this, now you go and check. Okay. Now after you install your Ganesh will be in here already. So that's why the Ganesh, this particular interface you're going to have it. We are not using it now, but just let you see Ganesh is like that. You can have a quick start for Ethereum or new workspace for the Ethereum. We are going to use it in coming on week 7 or week 8. We will start to use this one. Okay, you will go and look at how to using the account from here and so on. So at this moment we are not doing that yet. So now next thing that we need to install is we already installed the Ganesh. Now we need to install the Truffle. Okay. So the Truffle you don't have the interface one. Truffle is a back end to make sure your local blockchain can have your PC can have a local blockchain. So to install your Truffle, you have a 3. This one, 1, 2, 3. These 3 commands you can enter. You enter either one enough already. Okay? You enter either one already enough. So you're going to have a npm. You're using the Node Package Manager to install your latest version. -G is the latest versions of Truffle. Okay? So the commands are the same one. So this is a short form. I is the install Truffle -G. Latest Truffle or latest Truffle's latest the -G can be the position is not very important for that. So then you come to the command prompt over there and do installations over here. Okay, you can see npm install. Okay, Truffle -G. So if I do installation, they will take time. This one will take time, and then they will prompt up the error message or warning message for you also. Okay. So even though I said actually I already installed, my PC already have one. Okay, your lab PC also have it. Okay, but just they will do checking now. Okay, anyhow, this is the image because now we are using a system to control your PC ones. Anyhow, you do installation later on, they will gone one. They will gone one. They will get back. Okay. So without wasting the time, we are moving on. So go back home. You install. So after you install already, you can see the message that I promised up here is so. You need to verify your Truffle installations in your PowerShell also can, command prompt also can. So you are going to see that they will tell you the version. Okay? So once you finish, they will tell you that you have this one vulnerability 22 moderate or maybe have a 15 high. This is an example. You may have other numbering also. You can use npm auto fix this command to help you to solve the problem, or you can use it npm auto fix space -- force to address all the issue, and then they will run for you. Okay, for this part, and then you can use this particular npm. You can use this one. Hold on. After you done this. Okay, so you can see that I done the installations already, and you can see the command prompt to you. Okay, for this thing, and I installed very fast is because of I have a latest versions already. I have a version that I already installed previously over here. So then you can see there is a 22 moderate severity variability. If you wanted to solve it, you key in this command and so on. I don't want to wasting my time to fix this error. So that's this vulnerability over there. So, but the major version, the npm available, they're telling you that I got the latest version, because as you just now you can see my version that I have it in my here is 8.1.2. My npm version is old version 8.1.2. Previously I showed you I'm using npm space dash v over there is old version. So in this case, what I need to hear, he telling you that my npm version is an old version. I can do installation over here. I can key in this command and update my installation. So I don't do it now because I don't want to wasting all of your time over here. Just want to install my npm. So by installing a Truffle, I already done. I done the installation of my Truffle. I already have my Truffle at the back end of my system already. I can go and deploy my VM if I done correctly. Okay. So now, next thing that you need to install. Okay, this one is optional for everyone. It's up to you. You wanted to install or not, because usually we are using a GUI, the graphic user interface for Ganesh. We are seldom use command line interface. Okay, if you wanted to use the command line interface, you also can install this npm install -g. Okay, latest version of the Ganesh command -cli is a command line interface of the Ganesh. Means that you run your Ganesh using command line instead of graphic user interface that just now you saw over this side. This is your Ganesh. How to use all this one, later on we will go and solve it. How to refer to the server and so on. How gas limit and so on, the plot and so on. How to look for contract, all these things. Okay, this one will be later on. We'll be ready for the software in your in your PC there. Okay. So after this, okay, no problem for this thing. So now 5 minutes break. We come to the create our wallet using your MetaMask. Okay, 5 minutes break. Those who are came late one, take your attendance using this pin code.
So we can't log into the Wi-Fi.
You can't log into the Wi-Fi. Yes, sir. No one.
Just now I can't, then I go downstairs to I can't.
Oh, okay. So now on later on, I take attendance for your guy. Later on. All the students over here cannot access to the Wi-Fi. Can.
Just now,
Cannot.
If you go downstairs, can come up.
Cannot. So the Wi-Fi over here got problem. Make sure I take your attendance first. this one Tan Siu Yi. Absent, huh? Then this one Wong. Then your why you okay, then remove one. So you go back to do the installations, don't wait until week 8, only do the installation of the truffle. You need to troubleshoot because previously there is a student encountered a problem because of the version Windows 11 and Windows I think whether I still can find the student error or not. Previously the student told me there is an error. Because I think not yesterday I mean last semester the student took his laptop, came to the lab and do installation. This student is using Windows 11. The interface that just now you saw is Windows 10. Okay, the slide routing is belong to the Windows 10, the one that I show you. The slide routing over here. Okay, you said, which one I can't see the slide routing or. This one is Windows 10, my own desktop Windows 10, okay? So that's no, my own laptop. Then this one group policy, this one I saw my group policy is on my office desktop, okay? So what I wanted to tell you here is, when the student came to do installation and he is in Windows 11. So this student also Windows 11 and this student laptop also Windows 11. This student can install Windows 11 but this one cannot. This student can install the Ganesh. The student can install the Ganesh in the Windows 11 in student B but it's not student A. Student A encounter problem. Even though the Ganesh over here, the ones are solving this one also cannot. The reason is the package. He did not update his Windows 11. Yeah? So he did not update the Windows 11. So later you come back, you look for a student. Go back home, follow the slide. Go and create a MetaMask account. Okay? Go and create a MetaMask account. Okay? Get me not? So even though it's the same Windows 11, could be because you did not update your package for your Windows 11. We detected, okay, because of the Windows 11 is 2 point something, it's only a 1 point something. So it's that he did not update something like that. Okay? So now, without wasting time, now we are coming to MetaMask. Okay? So from here, actually, I already have the MetaMask on my browser there, and come to over here to do I go and remove for my MetaMask first. I remove for my MetaMask. So for those who have or not yet, you follow this. I do it for you over this side. Later on. Now. Because you do not have any account, so now I go back to my Ethereum, ethereum.org over there. I'm coming back from here. Okay, so then I go down to look for from this particular main page, from this ethereum.org, this official Ethereum website. I go down, okay, scroll down, and then you can see pick a wallet, okay. So the interface will be different from what you have it over here. As I said, they always change. I don't have time just capture the interface for you. So I come into this pick a wallet of this icon, okay. No need to have a get eager lah, use a D-app lah, start building lah, no. We just look for the first thing, pick our wallet. So when we go and pick our wallet, so first of all, there are so many different wallets over there, okay. Some things you can be filtered, as I'm going to see over this slide, okay. So we are using a MetaMask, so that's why over here there is some suggestion like let's say we are using Google Chrome, okay. That's why MetaMask is in a Google Chrome. If you say that you are famous to using this Opera wallet, then you can use that. So I will go, okay. I will go and look for this, okay. MetaMask from here, okay. So there is a support iOS, support our Android, okay, Chrome, Firefox also, and then he given you this connection, okay. They're telling you that the features can be NTF support lah, hardware wallet support lah, and so on and so forth, okay. So then they have a gas fee customizations, connect to the DX. This is what we want, connect to the DX wallet connection. Okay, so we need this MetaMask. So that's why coming to here, we do installation. Okay, so we do installation. Okay, so when you come to do installation, so we come to the MetaMask IO over here and ask you to do download. So once you come to the download, because we are using on my desktop, okay, so you can go and deploy, you can go and download in your handphone or your iPhone also, but we are on desktop, so that's why we are using a Chrome version, and then over here install MetaMask for Chrome. From here. So now, when you do the installation, first of all, they are telling you why you need to have a MetaMask over here from this video. So I go and play this video for everyone, and you can understand why we need to have a MetaMask.
This is Sam. Sam uses the internet just like the rest of us. Lots of apps she uses seem to be free, but they actually come at a cost. She knows the internet isn't very secure and strangers own her data. Credit cards are stolen, identities get hacked. She has to navigate a maze of ads just to surf the web, and she knows someone is always watching. But she's heard there's a better way, and then Sam sees it, the promise of a new internet powered by the Ethereum blockchain, an amazing combination of technologies the world is building together that are reinventing how we connect to one another, and it's just within her reach. But to access this new world, she needs the right tools. Meet MetaMask, your connection to the new way. MetaMask is the tool Sam needs to access this new world. It's a key that connects her to new types of applications. It's a wallet that keeps her data and valuables safe and sound. And it's a shield that protects her from hackers and data collectors. With MetaMask, Sam is ready to explore this new internet safely and securely. The possibilities are endless. Sam can use next-generation applications that give control back to the users in the community, own her data, and move seamlessly between sites, and send money across the world at a fraction of the cost. Create new organizations with new currencies that bind her communities together, crowdsource projects and art, or invest in other people's creations. Sound too good to be true? Well, with great freedom comes great responsibility. Sam controls her own identity on this new internet.
No more new passwords for every site she visits.
Just a secret phrase.
So is that we don't have any password, login password already, but he need to have a secret phrase. Secret phrase.
Controls her accounts. This phrase.
The secret phrase are the one who control your account. So secret phrase and your private key are very important. These two things you need to record it down.
This is her login, her password, and her proof of ownership, all wrapped up in one.
So Sam has to keep it as safe as she possibly can.
Now that she's installed MetaMask, Sam's ready to explore the best version of the internet. Vote, crowdfund, buy stuff, publish writing, make art, hire freelancers. What will Sam do first? Whatever she wants. The internet is hers to explore. Welcome to a new kind of internet. Welcome to MetaMask.
You can see the video over there. They are not using the real person face, you know. Everyone's over here are like wearing a mask. You can't see who is a real person because you are the account is just a numbering. I see or not? But you know what happened for that account. Okay, but you do not know what is the real person. Okay, so now after you watch this, then we come to do the installation, add to our Chrome. Okay, so when you add to the Chrome like this way, first thing, extension. So after you add it to the MetaMask, make your Chrome faster, memory seed free up to the memory for interactive type and so forth. Okay, so okay, turn off now. So now, first of all, once you have the MetaMask already, you need to have an account. So here, trusted by billion, MetaMask is a secure wallet making the world of Web3 accessible to all. So now you need to have an agree for this, and now you need to create a wallet. Okay, you need to have create. Anyone here got wallet already? You got wallet or not? Got MetaMask wallet already? So anyone know? Don't have, right? So we are using a create a wallet. So let's say if you say that okay, I already have the wallet, just like Michelle, I got a wallet already. So but I'm using my wallet into another PC. For example, now this desktop. So actually, I already key in I have my password for my MetaMask, and then I got this secret recovery phrase over here. Okay. So I need this one to import my wallet. This one is import the wallet. When you import the wallet, you need to have a secret recovery phrase and your MetaMask account password. Okay, this is the thing now. But now this is the first time I show you how to create a wallet. Okay, create a new wallet. You press on this icon, this button, not icon, this button. So this is a message telling you that whether you wanted to help them to improve the MetaMask or not. So in this case, up to you. If you say that I know that, I don't want to help you, you can just know that, or you can agree on that. It's up to you. I put agree. So now this is your MetaMask password. Okay, MetaMask password only. Log into your MetaMask password. So you give your password. Okay, let's say I create. Okay. So now, after you've done this, you're moving on. They were asking you secure your wallet. Then just now the password is access to your MetaMask. Your MetaMask got a wallet. Okay, that password just now the password is access to your MetaMask. It's not your wallet password yet. So that's why over here, this particular video actually is wants you to how you secure your recovery phase. Your recovery phase as like Michelle over here. This is not a good habit because I'm showing you my MetaMask password, and I also showing you my recovery phase, secret recovery phase on here. It's not because this is my demo. My demo account is not the real money in there, so I don't mind. But if that is a real account which I'm using for my real transaction one, I should not sit inside my Microsoft Word, okay, or I projected it out. Everyone can see my password. That is not a good habit. So now, how to How to secure?
MetaMask is a new way to connect to sites and applications. On traditional websites, a central database or bank is responsible for controlling and recovering your accounts. But on MetaMask, all of the power belongs to the holder of a master key. Whoever holds the key controls the accounts. Your secret recovery phrase is your master key. It's a series of 12 words that are generated when you first set up MetaMask.
Master key is different from your public and private key. This is a master key for recover your wallet. Okay? Master key to recover your wallet. And they are giving you a 12 word over here. And this 12 word that is based on the sequence, that here got sequence one, and it's not a meaningful one. It means that it's not in the sentences. So that's why it's very hard for us to remember a 12 word. Usually I'm copy and paste on somewhere and write down on
Which allows
somewhere.
you to recover your wallet and funds if you ever lose access. It's important that you secure your wallet by keeping your secret recovery phrase very safe and very secret. If anyone gets access to it, they will have the master key to your wallet and can freely access and take all of your funds.
So just now I'm showing you that if you are given master key for somebody or somebody take your master key, so he can take all your money from your wallet already. This is what I said is not a good habit to show you the good practice. The good practice to show you my master key and projected on the screen here.
To secure your MetaMask wallet, you'll want to safely save your secret recovery phrase. You can write it down, hide it somewhere, put it in a safe deposit box, or use a secure password manager. Some users even engrave their phrase onto a metal plate. No way, not even the team at MetaMask can help you recover your wallet if you lose your secret recovery phrase.
So that if you forgot your secret recovery phrase, you don't go and email to a MetaMask help desk. There are no one can helping you to recover back your wallet and your fund. This is the true case. Okay. If you have a story that is a one person that have a lot of Bitcoin in a desktop, old desktop, and his mom thought the laptop is no use anymore already, and he go and recycle the laptop. And then he also, the person, because he's old, he know got money, but he couldn't recover back he couldn't know what is the recovery phase over that. He can't get back the money. Even though he get back, he found the laptop, but he do not able to get back the money because of recovery phase. He can't remember. Okay, so no one can able to help you to recover your wallet and your secret recovery phase if you forgot.
If you haven't written down your secret recovery phrase and stored it somewhere safe, do it now. We'll wait. And remember, never share your secret recovery phrase with anyone, not even us. If anyone ever asks you for it, they're trying to scam you. That's it. Now you know what a secret recovery phrase is and how to keep your wallet safe and secure.
Okay, so you see this video is wants you to understand how important for a secret recovery phase. So then now what we need to come here is we are going to have a secure my wallet. Okay, and now he said make sure nobody is looking at you. Then here is actually I click on this button, you will see my recovery phase, and this is in order. Okay, so what I need to do here is this is the recovery phase. I understand this is for my testing. I copy the big box over here and then I paste somewhere. Okay, I paste it on somewhere. Okay. Sorry, I copy first. Let me copy first. I use mapping tool because the alphabet here all need to be in order one. Copy and I paste it on one of my document, my this way. So then I'm moving on for the next. I copy this one already because why I need to copy, because later on he asks you to drag one. Okay? So ask you to drag. Okay? So you need to fill up your value. Okay? So this is the reason why you need to confirm your recovery phase. So I need to key in. You can see or not? Okay? So I need to key in for that. Okay? So it's not straightforward. I cannot remember one. Okay? So that's why I key in already and confirm my recovery. I confirm my secret recovery phase. Then only that I got it. Only then I can got it. Then I will click and then I press next, done, and then my MetaMask was installed over here. Okay. So whether you need to have a swapping or not, this is what I said. You can swap your tokens and so on. Just like you swapping your smart swap, okay, it means that you wanted to swap between your Bitcoin and your Ether money lah. So all this can be done by MetaMask one. So that's why now I don't want to have, I just wanted to focus on this, and then I wanted to come back to my MetaMask account over here. This is my account. This is your account. Get it? Have it over there? Okay, now I know the time constraint from this part. I don't go and detail for this. Okay, buy, sell, and so on first. Now, where is our, this is your real account. So if you go and looking at the, now I go to the top over here, I go and pin my MetaMask at the top over here to ensure that the MetaMask is always prompt up. Okay, so instead of hiding that, next thing is that means how this account you say this is a public crypto, got this cryptographic, got public private key pair over there. Where is the public private key pair? Okay, so over here you can see that you're looking at your account over here. Hold on, I go and click on this. Too many things. I go and close back everything from here. Okay, so now I'm from this. So now from this particular MetaMask, okay, this is a prop. Got it switch. Okay, so now it's different from, okay, under this account. Okay, you can see I click on this. I click on my account. This is my account. Okay, the default he put account 1. Okay, then you can see under here there is a zero money there. So now you come to the dot, the 3 dot at the here. You can see here got account detail. Okay, the account detail here. From here, then you can see this one is your original, your public key. You can share it to your friend for transaction. Okay, so that's why I said that you copy, you can share this one to somebody who wanted to transfer money or you wanted to make transaction. You use this one. This one, this barcode over here, QR code, right? This code is for you, like some of them you may have a handphone to do transaction because also support iOS now, or iPhone now, iOS and also your Android now. So you sharing this QR code. Instead of you copying this number, this is a QR code to represent your public key. Now, this is your private key. So when you wanted to show your private key, you must have your MetaMask account to be correct. So this is how your private key is not exposed into your friend. Okay? So now I keep my password for my MetaMask, and then here are showing me a private key. And you can see it giving you a warning. It said that never disclose this key. Anyone with your private key can steal any access help in your account. So this is a part. public and private key. And how to using this? Now, I already tell you, this EOA account got public and private key. Okay, understand already? Okay, every EOA account got public and private key for executed your transaction. So now, I don't go and teach you how to add account or import account, what is the different and hardware wallet over there. But now, I want you to come to this side. Okay, the interface are different already. I compare. If you look at Micha over here, okay, now if you refer to the slide over here, okay, account and extension, get start, get new wallet, the interface are different. Okay, so then there's a video for your MetaMask account. This one already finished. Secret, last time it's called secret backup phase. Now it's called secret recovery phase. So then this is a number, then congratulations, you start it. So you have an account. You can see the interface even from here are different from what I have been installed just now. Don't worry about the interface, the features all is there. We must be adopt to the change. So now, this is an option number 2, is teach you how to import the wallet. For example, now you have created your wallet at here, and then you wanted to use back the same wallet account back to your home. So definitely your secret recovery phase must be kept as what I see just now. I show you, I already captured my secret recovery phase and also my MetaMask password. I already recorded down. Okay, so you have the secret recovery phase and your MetaMask account and also your private and public key you capture. Just like what you show here, like Micha doing what I'm doing over here, even though it's demo, the account that I'm using for demo, my account, okay, my recovery phase, and this is a public key and this is a private key. I have recorded down for this. Okay. So I show you so fast, you also cannot capture one, I know lah. So this is a part over there. So I keep the file over here. So now, next thing is when you come back to your go back home, you use other desktop, you go for import your wallet. So when you import the wallet, sure they will asking you your secret recovery phase and your password for your MetaMask. So they will not asking you your public key. Because public key is everyone have now. So they will not asking you the public key for import one. They will also do not asking you your private key. As I said, private key is secure, cannot give to anyone. Even though this website, this particular page, you also cannot give private key. Get what I mean now? So that's why only if you wanted to import your account, your MetaMask password, and also your secret recovery phase, the 12 words over there, need to be used. Okay, which is need to be used. So after that, you will go and import, and that is a 3 dot over there, and the account detail over there, and then this is the last time. After you have the account, you can have able to import and create account again. Just like you yourself physically, you got one purse, you got one wallet, you can have another wallet, am I right? Just like the girl, we have many wallet one, we have many purse one. So same thing over here. In the MetaMask, you can have multiple wallet. You can create multiple wallets. Okay, it's up to you. But in the real transaction, as I said, Michelle, I got 2. I create wallet 1, I create wallet 2. I got money in these 2 wallets. And my dear, you create so many wallets. Your money from this wallet transfer to this wallet. Need to pay gas or not? Yes, ma'am. So your wallet will be, your money will be lesser and lesser. No, does not mean that you create more wallet you'll be rich. You know. Get what I mean? No. Here is for us to do testing, fine. Okay. But in the real world, we don't go and create multiple wallet. Does not mean that you have a multiple wallet, you are rich. Okay? In an Ethereum platform. Because whatever the transaction you execute, even though from your wallet transfer money back to your own wallet, that is considered a transaction. You are changing the state of your wallet money to here, okay? So gas are paid for the mining process, for the nodes to processing your transaction. Your money will be lesser and lesser. So last time when I create my wallet, they are having a JSON file. The wallet is created, the secret recovery phase is in a JSON file. We can import back our wallet by using a JSON file and so on. So this one later on. And this is a Visual Studio Code. Ask you to go back to look for installation for your Visual Studio Code. Okay? So Visual Studio Code, very simple one. So now we come to look for a sending and receiving either. Now I want you to compare. Last time we have many testnet, but now they are reduced already because of the proof of stake and proof of work algorithm. The consensual protocol are using differently already. Certain test network is no longer valid, already depreciated. This is the old script. And now you look at this particular MetaMask. Look at your MetaMask here. You go and click on here. Here now you can see you are at the Ethereum mainnet. This is what I said, you're at the Ethereum mainnet based on this icon. So now you need to show your test network. You click on this test network, and here can add a network. So just like you're adding your local network, you need to add network. So that one will be later on. You use for the test network first. Okay? From here, you can see very straightforward that is only got 3 test network: Goerli, Seponia, Linear, Goerli. So there is the 3 test network. Which network that we should use to test our DApp? The answer is Seponia. Okay? So why there is a Seponia test network? Add already, turn on, then you have, okay? So then you can see over this side you have this off, then this down for you. Okay? Not like what you saw in my slide. Okay? I don't update it is because I want you to see the changes so frequently. Okay? Compared to now. So you can see the way that is this. Last semester is Goerli testnet and Seponia testnet. Now they have another one that just now you saw is this particular called this one called Linear Goerli. Okay, another testnet. So if you look for the documentation, I always need to refer to the documentation. So over this side, he's telling you under the testnet. Okay, there is the 2 public testnet. Okay, based on this is in 2023-01. But yesterday I'm going to check on it. Okay, even though the Linear Goerli is not used for a developer, our DApp programmer. So there is a Seponia and Goerli. They say that Seponia is a network for a contract and the application developer to test their application. So we are using Seponia. Goerli network is used for the protocol developer. The programmer is define a new protocol. Okay, like state of work, state of proof of work, proof of state, that kind of protocol. He testing the protocol, not testing your program. But Goerli is used for protocol. Seponia for program, your application program. So that's why I said that Goerli network is let the protocol developer to test the network upgrading for network for the sticker test, the running validator. So that's why we are not using Goerli, we are using Seponia. So before you go, I want you to go for this link. The rest you don't go because I already tested. You are not able to redeem a fee either for it. You go and copy this. You click on this link. Okay? We wanted to get a faucet. We wanted to go and get faucet. As I said, over over here lab may be blocked because this will do mining process. So I'm going to copy my public key. I'm using this account, my test account over here, and copy. Okay? Just like your account, just now your MetaMask, this one got account. Okay, you copy this address, the address that you have it over here. I don't want to use this. Okay, this is just for testing for you to get. Okay, for you, you already have your account, your DOA account. Copy this public key and type in over here, paste it over here. Also, I'm not a robot. Okay, so he said ask you to look for motorbike. Okay, for example, then he need to do start mining. I want to test whether got any block or not. Yeah, here no block. Okay. Why you need to do this mining? Because you want to redeem a free Ether. Everyone go and get it because we will going to learn how to transfer money. Okay. You can go back home and do. So next week come to the class. Before I'm going to lab number 3, we are going to do process. Okay. We will go and do this transfer money using testnet. We use our testnet to transfer money and we go and look for our account. How is it? This money is for Seponia. That's why it said Seponia. Okay? We need, because based on here, based on your account here, my money here is empty now. Assume I'm using the just now my test account. You can see my Seponia, this account money is 0. I don't have money. If you don't have money, it means that you cannot deploy any contract, you cannot do any transaction. But you want to use their testnet, you need money to execute the transaction, to deploy the contract. So you need to get money. And this website, there is the other website for you to get the money for the Seponia, but this is the most secure one. Last night I tested. This one cannot get. Okay? This one cannot get. This one also cannot get. Okay? I cross it because I already tested for you. This is a much more secure. This one is not secure one. Okay? Cannot get. And if you don't trust me, you go and okay. This is, you can see last night. Last night I do on last night. And minimum claim, you must do mining process until 0.05 Ether only you can claim the money. The maximum he give you 2.5 only. Okay? The Seponia Ether for you. So if you can see that last night I done it already. I got 0.214 already. Then I stopped mining and I claim for the reward. Okay? Then after this, you can see this is last night. Almost 11 p.m. something like that. I claim my money and the money already inside my wallet. Okay, I don't demo for you first because I do not do any import for this wallet. Okay, I got money for this money inside my wallet already. Get what I mean? Okay, so you go back home, you can go and do claim for the money over there. So only then I can teach you how to transfer money and how the steps are doing and how we using Etherscan to. We also can using the Etherscan. The Etherscan can scan your real testnet, also can scan your real mainnet. Okay, so then you will see your account, your transaction, how it works. So this thing we will stop here. This is the part. Then I will go to teach you what is called chain list and so on next week. So in here, I'm still not yet able to claim. So if you wanted to go, you can go already. Then later on, I will stop. Then I will claim more money in my account. So this now they don't block my mining process already.